Hello, my name is Shanija, and this is my final project for my Korean class on the movie KOR. The movie was released on December 2022 and is based on the musical by the same name. The director of the movie is Yoon Jae-kyun, who also directed other well-known movies like Ode to My Father. When the director watched this musical, he was deeply inspired and wanted to make a film to emphasize An Jung-hyun's life, who is the main character in the film. The movie grossed $24.8 million worldwide. Both the musical and the film are well noted. The musical is a celebrated known Korean musical about the Korean independence, and initially premiered on 2009 to celebrate his 100-year martyrhood after he assassinated the Japanese general. The film was one of the top movies when it was released in 2022 and won multiple awards, like the Best Cinematography Award in 2023, and also had numerous nominations, including the Director's Cut for Best Director, Actor, Actress, and New Actress, and the Blues Dragon Film Award for Best Music. For the main cast, Jung Sung-hwa plays An Jung-kyun, an independence fighter who sacrifices his life for his country. Kim Go-eun plays Sol-hee, a former court lady who works as a geisha to the Japanese in order to gather information. Na Moon-hee plays Jo Maria, An Jung-hyun's mother, a person who eventually accepts his actions on an eventful day. The film has many noted numbers, like Only Alliance and My Loving Son. It incorporates songs from the on-stage musical and mixes traditional Korean music elements with orchestral instruments. It is powerful and emotionally moving songs that develop the story and show the emotions of the characters as they go through the actions. As a note, all of the numbers were performed on set in order to extend the authenticity of the emotions. In the early 1900s, Korea was under growing pressure from powerful countries, especially Japan. In 1905, a treaty, Osa Treaty, let Japan take control of Korea, which led many Koreans to fight back for it. An Jung-hyun became a well-known leader in Korea's fight for independence. This happened near the end of the Korean Empire, right before Japan fully took over in 1910. Some main events that took place. In 1905, Japan takes control of Korea through the treaty. In 1907, the Korean army is shut down, the king is forced to resign, and local fighters start resisting the Japanese rule. In 1909, An Jung-hyun kills a top Japanese official, Ito Hirobumi. A bit about An Jung-hyun's life. He grew up during a time of foreign influence and rising Japanese control in Korea. He was originally a teacher and later joined the Korean independence movement. He was a devout Catholic and believed in peace and unity in East Asia, especially between Korea, China, and Japan. In 1907, he became a leader in the Righteous Army, which was the Korean Independence Army, resisting Japanese rule. In 1909, he assassinated Ito Hirobumi, a former Japanese prime minister, at the Harbin Station in China. He was arrested and imprisoned by Japanese authorities, and in 1910 he was executed by Japan at the age of 30. He is now remembered as a national hero and symbol of Korean resistance. Summary of the movie. Along with fellow activist Jung Gyun operates from exile in Harbin, China, where many Koreans have fled due to Japanese oppression. The film shows how these activists live under constant threat but continue to stay committed to their cause. On learns that Ito Hirobumi, the former Japanese prime minister and a key player in Japanese imperialism in Korea, is scheduled to travel to Harbin, China. An and his allies decide that killing Ito will be a symbolic act of resistance against Japanese imperialism. The film shows various scenes of the Independence Army meticulously planning for the eventful day and the many emotional farewells. The film also highlights Sol-hee, who is a former court lady turned into a spy, and is a geisha to the Japanese imperialists in order to gain valuable information. An Jung-hyun successfully assassinates Hirobumi at the train station. He immediately surrenders and is heavily interrogated and tried under a Japanese court, but remains steadfast in his beliefs. He writes many letters from prison in order to inspire others, and in 1910 he is executed right before Korea is annexed. The film "Hero" focuses on An Jung-kyun's love for his country and his brave decision to give up even his own life for Korea's independence. It shows us the incredible sacrifices he made for the greater good. The film also brings out his personal side. We see that he wasn't just a national hero. He was a real person with a family he loved. He was a son, a husband, a father, and a devout believer. This strong faith guided him through every decision, even if it came with emotional pain. Through the music, powerful acting, and emotional storytelling, the film helps keep his story alive. It brings in the larger story of Korea's fight for independence and inspires the future generations to remember and reflect and continue to value freedom and justice. The film beautifully blends performance and storytelling, and I think it's a good movie to show an important person in history to future generations. It brings in many important values like fighting for our beliefs and always standing against oppression. I also enjoyed how it emphasized the role of women in the independence movements, like a mother or independence fighter, and highlighting everyone who has contributed to the movement. Thank you.